Hello, Gary Hernandez here, and welcome to Cane Self-Defense with Master Gary Hernandez. And again, we're talking about doing reviews during the time of the coronavirus. You're stuck at home, can't get to your favorite karate schools or your favorite gyms. What to do. Pick up your cane and practice some reviewing of techniques you already know. So, you got your comfy clothes on, you're all relaxed. I got my comfy clothes on. And we're going to practice a very simple basic technique. One of the basics of them all, the two-handed bayonet strike. Doesn't get much simpler than that. Now, with the two-handed bayonet strike, I'm simply going to either step forward or I'm going to step backwards. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say the individual, I know they're starting to come in. I can, because the cane's in my right hand, I can take my left foot, step forward, bring my cane up, holding it with two hands. And by the way, you really want to hold your cane a pretty good grip here. You don't really want to hold like that. You want to hold here. You want to have a good grip. It's a good distance to allow for that two-handed thrust strike motion. So again, I'm here. I know they're starting to come in. I'm going to kind of close the gap a little bit. I step with my left in, bring my cane up. Again, we talked about this many times in the past. I'm a big fan of keeping my horn away from my clothing so I don't catch. See if I can do it. I can't do it today, but oh, there we go. Caught my pants. I've done that before training. Caught my clothing with my own horn. It's not fun. Slows down your technique. So from here, I'm simply going to step in, turn, horns away from me, and thrust. Now, if they start to get to kind of jump the gun on me, what I'll do is I'll step back, and from here, as they're coming in, and then I can thrust as they're coming in. It's a simple technique. It doesn't get really much harder than doing that. Now, you can thrust with the tip, and you can thrust with the crook. Now, your target areas, just to cover that real quick, you got your stomach area, your solar plexus is always the best. You can hit them in the chest, but I'd rather catch them in the solar plex. You can also go into a little bit more serious throat or into the face. But understand, as you go up into a smaller area versus a bigger targeting area, there is that possibility of missing or kind of skimming. For that, I rather use my crook, and if I happen to have my cane this way, I come up and I can catch the face, or in more of a serious situation, the throat. But again, one of the simplest, best places to hit them is in the solar plex. We all know that. That's where we want to go a good punch, knock the wind out of them, hit them hard enough to see what they had for breakfast. So from here, I simply turn, have my cane up, two-hand grip, horns away from my body, and I hit. Now, another thing is that person could be throwing a haymaker at me. Well, one of the best things to do, and I'm going to turn Bob a little bit here, is catching them right in the shoulder area. Slows down that technique. So from here I come in and boom. Notice how Bob kind of turned like that. That's exactly what they're going to do. Slow that technique down. Now what I want to do is I want to cover footwork for a minute. We don't cover enough footwork in our cane training. So let's talk about that. All right, here we go. I talked about stepping forward or stepping backwards. If I got an idea they're coming in, this foot is going to step and I'm sideways. Again, my horn is away from my body. And if they're close, I can just thrust. Let's say they happen to jump the gun on me, they're getting close, I'll step backwards and I can thrust. Now, if I want to have maximum power, I'm going to show you. When I turn from here and I want to have good power, I'm going to put my hips into it. I'm going to take my front leg, step out, bringing my back leg up, sliding it, and jamming into them like this. So it'll look like this. Do not cross to do that, because if you get kicked and hit in the hip, you get knocked over. And besides, I'm not trying to do a traditional taekwondo side kick. I am simply step slide, hitting them with my cane. Let's bring you back up. So one more time. I turn, hold my cane firmly with two hands, horn away from my body, and if they're close, I hit. If not, I can step slide, and I just give them a good solid shot with that tip. Again, you could use that crook. So work the two-hand bayonet strike. It's powerful, it's basic, it's a lot of fun. Gary Hernandez, thank you. I hope you guys are staying safe, doing some inside training. And to a good buddy of mine, Jim Rivera, big shout out, hello to you. So, I'll see you soon, brother. All right, everybody, have a good one. And remember, work those basics. Gary Hernandez, and I'll see you guys real soon.